Every year, on the last Friday or Saturday in November, because it's based on the idea of Thanksgiving partly, and also because it comes before Christmas, we have an institution known as International No Shopping Day. Now, some people have said that it's not a good thing because obviously it discourages economic growth and economic activity, and in times of recession we need that kind of activity. Other people have also said that the reason they don't like it is that they have lots of no shopping days themselves because they can't afford to spend any money. Well, we can't afford to spend any money either, but we still think it's a good idea to observe it. As far as Christianity and Judaism is concerned, we have a weekly no shopping day known as the Sabbath, which for Jews is on a Saturday, which is today by the way, because this video is not going to be uploaded on a Sunday because that will count as work, and for Christians obviously on a Sunday. Now the situation is, some people say that because people do this, they just increase their consumption on other days of the week. That's obviously alien to the spirit of the thing. So why would we do it? Well, I think that we partly do it, although there are other reasons, because we have the need to rest obviously, but also to protect the world from our economic activity. Because when we do economic activity, we tend to damage the environment and damage the planet. And in fact, it's noticeable that it's more likely to rain on a Monday or on bank holidays because the detritus is built up in the atmosphere and there are more nucleation sites. So that is in a sense the world purifying itself from our activities. As far as that's concerned, that means basically not only should you not do stuff on Sundays, but you should refrain from doing more on other days of the week in order to prevent ecological damage. I do take the point that there is a problem with that to some extent because we need to recover from a depressed economy, but I think really this can be transferred to a secular view, because whether or not it's a Christian thing or a Jewish thing, going past the mosque by now, not at the moment by the way, Christian thing or a Jewish thing, it makes sense to have a Sabbath on the same day so that people do as little as possible on that day and give the creation or the environment or whatever you want to call it time to recover from our activities. Now, there are other things. Firstly, obviously I'm involved in a healing profession and I can't refrain from healing just because it happens to be a Sunday, because otherwise people are going to suffer. So I can't do that, and I'm sure there are a lot of other activities that can't be done, but it is important that they all occur on the same day of the week, because if it doesn't, people are forced into acting. For example, they need public transport to get to shops and all that sort of thing. So it does need to be happening in step, but it isn't particularly important that it's on a Sunday, although it does need to be on the same day of the week if possible. And this is an area where Christians are actually prejudiced against, because refusing to work on a Sunday is likely to have career consequences. And so for once I actually agree that we are not living in a Christian society and this is a way which is a disadvantage to Christians, but we should just accept that disadvantage and basically just suck it up, because we're not doing this for our own benefit, and it's just as well that we don't get promoted, and it's just not God's will or whatever, and that's fair enough. So basically there should be a weekly no shop day, not an annual no shop day, and we shouldn't increase our consumption on other days of the week to compensate for that, because it's just a good thing to do environmentally whether or not you're religious.